News is raising questions about President Trump's plans to accept a jumbo jet donated by Qatar's royal family for his personal use. The decision to accept the jet is actually drawing criticism from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killian joins us live now. So, Nicole, why are lawmakers so concerned about President Trump accepting the jet as a gift? It's a big gift in many facets.
Yeah, well, obviously it's the optics, it's security, is the plane not only safe, but, could there potentially be issues in terms of trying to monitor the president while he may be on board, any surveillance issues? And then obviously it's the ethical questions, with respect to accepting a gift, if you will, from a foreign government. Take a listen to some of the concerns lawmakers shared with us earlier today.
I understand that we may need a new Air Force One, but I'd love to have a big, beautiful jet that's built in the United States of America. That seems to me to be the way to go here. It's a nice gesture, but I think maybe the thing to do is to say, hey, we appreciate it, but there's a lot of other things you could help us out with, like stopping coddling Islamic fundamentalist terrorists in their own country.
This is not only an outrageous example of corruption, which this administration is famous for, but it is also completely negligent and, as far as I'm concerned, reckless. To think that Air Force One, where the president is asked to function as our commander-in-chief in a situation room making life or death decisions, is on a plane given to us by a foreign government.
And so as you can hear there, the concern is bipartisan, even though there are a few Republicans who didn't have any huge concerns with this, but many of them do, so much so that we heard from Leader Thune earlier today saying that this does raise a lot of questions, and also Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who took to the floor earlier today saying he now intends to put a hold on any further nominees to the Department of Justice and wants the Attorney General who signed off on this deal, Pam Bondi, to testify before Congress on the issue.
So the House Ways and Means Committee marking up the reconciliation bill today. So what can we expect from that, Nicole?
Yeah, well, just to be clear, it's not just House Ways and Means. There are actually 3 different committees marking up this legislation. And also, to be clear, most of this bill has already been marked up or finalized in terms of the legislative language. What is happening this afternoon is that these 3 committees, House Ways and Means, Energy and Commerce, and also Agriculture, are kind of marking up the more critical components of this bill, including in terms of House Ways and Means, that is, an extension of the president's tax cuts. House Energy and Commerce is charged with the Medicaid portion of this package. As we've been reporting, obviously, this may include some cuts to the Medicaid program with respect to implementing work requirements, tightening some of those eligibility requirements, and also doing the same for the SNAP program, which the House Agriculture Committee has jurisdiction over that. They're looking to put a little bit more of the onus onto states and also tighten up some of the work requirements, increase the work requirements for individuals who are on nutritional assistance, SNAP or food stamps. So those are some of the changes that these various panels are working throughout the better part of this afternoon and this evening.
All right, Nicole Killian. Nicole, thank you.